tense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, Mariota. Forced out to his left. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Peterman. That's complete right around the 8. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Out of the gun, Peterman. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. First down carry for Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Mariota. Flushed out right. And he hits his man, Matthews. And all the way down inside. inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 41 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 24. Throwing, Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mariota again. Walker with a grab, left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Well, they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now it's Murphy. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
3rd and long, it's Peterman. Looking deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Murphy. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They'll throw on first down with Peterman. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Clay, the intended receiver. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Second down, Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a handoff to Henry. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on third down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, here's Henry. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Play action. Now Peterman. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Arakpo in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. Mariota now on second down. Left side caught by Matthews. A good pickup there at 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Matthews, the intended target. Peterman and the Bills come up now with a first and 10 at their own 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Peterman going up top. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now it's Peterman. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Peterman. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Titans getting set to go. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them. It
comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, making him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
That's it, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
Mariota here to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Murphy, Charles, missed all of last year with that knee injury. Says he feels healthy. He sure looked healthy there.
Had 9 sacks in his last full season, 2016. Can also cover people out of the backfield when they run pass routes. Trent Murphy's an excellent addition.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
A fourth-quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin with Henry, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Tennessee, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup.
Come here, soon as I got seats in there, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the, I got a girl, Brad, she go to battle.